Question number 3. What is the story behind Stellar 4 beyond sci-fi? That's a reader's question right there. That's what writers call a through line. Well, the through line, or what we call the purpose of it, the undertone of the novel is I built the world on what we call elemental wealth or holistic wealth, which is time wealth, social wealth, financial wealth, and spiritual wealth. These countries was divided like that to stay undetected from their creatures or whatever. They learned that having that balance keep them undetected. So I think that's kind of how the world works. So I built it around we got to have balance, and you may be strong in some areas, but if one broken, life can still feel like a chaos. And so this dome forces them to address their subconscious, where you wake up one day and all those excuses are gone, and every decision you make or think can impact not just your world but countries and planets and galaxies beyond it. So it's the through line is it about balance and what you're willing to give up for it. So question number 4 is a good one, only because it forces me to add a level of transparency up front that I don't want to add yet because the book hasn't came out yet. But since you asked it, and I'm honest, we'll talk about it. Question number 4 is, what character do you see yourself in the most and why? That is a great question, because I think everybody right to imagination what they see the world as. So I'll say out of the 4 characters, at first I was relating to Varro. I think it's naturally because you naturally root for the underdog, but I feel like as the chapters went on, we had some things in common, but they became characters of their own, and I started relating more with Drax in certain chapters and Linux in certain chapters or Sire in certain chapters. So really it just depends on the chapter if that answer. But it starts when I first started writing a novel, I was rooting for the underdog for Varro, but as the story continued, man, it just depends on the chapter. I think it's just like everybody's relatable at some point in life, and like I said, it's about balance. So you see yourself in every depending on the chapter. So that's a political answer. Out of half, nobody I see got dirty.